this one they go. Iskaba. Ashimakwe ipoti coin. Ashimakwe ipoti coin. Shala ole ni wanti mommy. I want my buruku ya want le come. Ashimakwe ipoti coin. Ashimakwe ipoti coin. Shala ole ni wanti mommy. I want my buruku ya want le come. They call me King Ko. Every time we're rolling at the door. Oh yeah, baby, come close. Your booty have me like a drug I overdose. I'm more like compose. I go give you anything I know the toast. When I pull up in a ghost, then no get another chance but to the toast. Oh yeah, baby, now you find passes. And if you ain't dark club, nobody go reach you. Go reach you. The way you shake that, the way you wind that, nobody go beat you. Go beat you. And I know say, you know go pretend cause you know the novice. Novice. You know they tell me say, you know remember, you know the story. But meanwhile, Ashimakwe ipoti coin. Money gets on swing. Ashimakwe ipoti coin. Money gets on swing. Shala ole ni wanti mommy. I want my buruku ya want le come.
What a cool video, eh? Guys, I have a friend and his name's Nick. I've known him for about 10 years now. And he is Russian. He grew up in St. Petersburg. He lives right now in St. Petersburg. And when Vladimir Putin does this, and he does this infrequently, but he does do it, you know, often. When he does this and he doesn't tell anybody he's going to do this. He just walks home. And so what happens is that the whole of downtown St. Petersburg in far western Russia has to close down. They close down everything. They close down all the streets. They stop all the traffic. And my friend told me that it's an absolute nightmare when he does this. He says it's just unpredictable. You don't know what he's going to do and when he's going to do it. I think that this unpredictability of Vladimir Putin is part of the reason why a lot of these Western governments now have gotten spooked by him, basically. They don't know what he's going to do. They honestly don't know how far he wants to take this, you know. So I think that a lot of them are freaking out right now because they understand that their security is at risk. And the security of their people? I don't know. Do these guys truly care about us, the governments of these nations? You've seen the way that they have essentially destroyed all these small businesses, how they have armies of men and women in uniform who are armed, who don't mind taking people out as and when they feel like their lives are threatened. The title of this video is, you know, is the enemy of my enemy, my friend. I made a video yesterday with this gentleman, Leon Dawson, who is now going off to fight for Ukraine. You know, he's going there to help the Ukrainian army out. But we know who the Ukrainians are. In fact, I'm going to make another video right now after this. This is sort of an informal video because I wanted to just get you guys thinking. I wanted you guys to ask this question of yourself and try and answer it yourself. I can't answer this question for you. You know, hypothetically, if Vladimir Putin was to, you know, conquer the rest of Western Europe, you know, would this be a bad thing or a good thing for black people? That's essentially the question we're asking ourselves. I believe, truly, I believe that it would be bad because I don't think that any autocracy, I don't believe that any autocracy where you have one man in control, making decisions, I don't think that's any good, really, is it? You need other people, other minds there to insulate the general population from the wants and needs of just one man, right? Of just one man who could wake up on the wrong side of bed one day and think, oh, well, I'm going to do this. Democracy works to a certain degree. It works for us We are able to sit down and freely criticize our leaders, you know. But we, as black people, as black diasporans, we are at the bottom of the chain. Really, we are the lowest caste members of Western society. Whereas it's sort of strange because we truly believe that we are at the top of the chain. I know that we think this way. And most of us think this way. Most of the people who are watching this will think this way. And rightly so, I must say. Okay. I might be being biased, clearly, but this is the way I feel. I truly believe that it would stir things up, but it wouldn't be any good for us. This is once again my opinion. It would be like jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire, if I need to be honest. Vladimir Putin, let's ask ourselves, is he even a white man? Is he a white man? He isn't white, is he? Guys, listen, I have made a number of videos speaking about whether people are, you know, white, whether they're black, you know, this construct that the West had built a little after the African slave trade was started back in the 1500s. This black-white thing, you know, it never existed before. It never existed before. So it was created. We know it was created. Vladimir Putin is not Slavic. Slavic is a race of people. It's not an ethnicity. It's a race of people. He is not Slavic. He is, I believe, half Slavic, half Tatar. Now, who is a Tatar? Okay, so you guys know what Tatars are. Tatars are basically the remnants of Genghis Khan. So they have significant amounts of Asian DNA inside them. And if you look at Vladimir Putin's face, you can tell he doesn't look like a Western white man, does he? He doesn't look like a European American or anyone from Western Europe. He looks distinctly like something else. Well, if you want to know what he looks like, he looks like he is Tatar. So other notable Tatars that you might have thought were just European, but they are actually Tatars and more Asian than European, is Charles Bronson. I don't know if you remember him. Charles Bronson from the old Westerns. He was also in a few movies in the 1980s. My dad loved Charles Bronson. So he's a Tatar. He's a Russian Tatar. Another notable Tatar is Yul Brynner, if you know Yul Brynner. Yeah, so this guy, once again, from out of the Westerns, could pass as being white, but an exotic-looking white man. But yeah, they're not Western European white men, and neither is Vladimir Putin. So does he have a disdain for the West? Does he somehow dislike Western values, you know, some of which we as black people dislike too? I mean, it's just, do you know what, guys? This is just a question that I need you guys to ask yourselves.
The rally was organized by the far-right Svoboda Party. Protesters marched amidst a river of torches and signs saying Ukraine above all else.
And perhaps, you know, formulate in your mind whether or not you should be supporting these people in Ukraine or not. That's it. That's all I had to say. Ask yourselves the question, is the enemy of my enemy my friend? You need to ask yourselves this question, okay? You have all these elites, these so-called elites, these people in power, those people who have been running America for hundreds of years now. They're all freaking out. They have turned on this media machine and they are putting down this man. You need to ask yourselves, is this media machine the same ones that put down our children, who support the police every single time they do something wrong? Should we be believing in everything that they are saying now? Until the next time, please think twice. Ta-ra a bit.